Well, hello. So this was our review skills video. I hope you guys watch it because these skills are important for you to have. We talked about this trapezoid. So remember, this formula is saying 1/2 times height times quantity, base 1 plus base 2. So I liked the student, they said the top plus the bottom. In this case, we have a fractional length. We have fractional, that's too big. Let's change that size. We have fractional length. Base 2 is 5.5. Base 1 is 7.25. So to do that first step, and remember I like to put this formula into steps. First, add the bases. We need to go ahead and add fractions with a mixed denominator. So 5.5, 5 1/2, plus 7 1/4. The neat thing about fraction addition is you can add the whole numbers first. So let's just add 5 and 7. Right, 5 plus 7 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 12. But now we need to add these fractions, right? We need to add 1/2 plus 1/4. The thing about adding or subtracting fractions is we need something called a common denominator, meaning the bottom number needs to be the same. So let's come down here and let's take a look at 1/2 plus 1/4. This is way back at the beginning of the first semester of 6th grade. We've talked about it. You've talked about it in 5th grade though. What we need to do is equivalent fractions. And another skill is common factors or least common multiple. So multiples are when we go up, right? 4, 8, 12, those are multiples of 4. Multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8. But look at that. Did you hear that? 2, 4. So I can make this 1/2 to have a common denominator of a 4 by multiplying both the top and the bottom, both the numerator and the denominator by 2. When you multiply the top and the bottom, you're actually multiplying by a clever name for 1 because 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 1 times anything is itself. So that's why it's equivalent, that's why it doesn't change, and that's how we make common denominators when we have to add or subtract fractions. So now this will become 1/2 becomes 2/4, and that makes sense, right? 2 is half of 4 plus 1/4. 2/4 plus 1/4, when they have common denominators and we're adding, not multiplying or dividing, but adding or subtracting, we just take a look at those numerators. So 2 plus 1 is 3/4. So 12 and 3/4 is step 1. But we had to review those skills. The next steps are going to be fraction multiplication, and it looks like some fraction division. So what's the height? The height is 4. So let's move on to that next step. Let's make it a different color. We'll do blue. So this is step 1. The next step that I've said is 2 is multiplied by the height. So step 2, 4 times 12 and 3/4. Now, when it comes to fraction multiplication, you make them proper or improper, meaning both have to be in fractional form. So we put 4 over 1, and then we're going to change 12 and 3/4 to an improper fraction. Give me a different color, but very close because I want it to be similar. 12 times 4 is 48. You can use a calculator if you need to, plus 3. So it's going to now be 4 over 1 times 51 over 4. That's going to equal, looks like 204. You can check me, 204. Oh, look at that. Look at this over 4, but look what happens here. Remember, we could do cross-canceling. Look, 4 is in the numerator, 4 is in the denominator, so they end up canceling or dividing out, because watch what happens. If we just multiply straight across, multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, we get 204 over 4. Now to go from an improper fraction back to a mixed number, we do long division. Long division says 4 into 2 is 0, 4 into 20 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20, 20 minus 20, you can do this on paper, is 0. Bring down the 4, how